The journey from a brilliant food idea to a market ready product is filled with complexity. Founders must navigate formulation science, supply chains, regulatory hurdles, and market analysis, a process that is traditionally slow, expensive, and reserved for large corporations with dedicated labs and expert teams. This creates a high barrier to entry, stifling the very innovation our food systems need. To change that, today we designed Navira. It's an accessible, boundaryless workspace that transforms this complex process into an intuitive, creative, and collaborative journey. It starts with the founder's passion, which is a single idea, like a gluten free cookie, which is crispy and buttery.
Hey, I can take it from here. I'll give them the walkthrough of Navira.
Haha, Kai is here.
Hi, my name is Kai. I'm designed to be your creative partner on this journey. While you, the founder, focus on your vision, I'll handle the complex science. Let's start by defining our product through a simple conversation. First, the user tells me who they're making this for. Then they define what's their core differentiator. Next, the user simply selects their target market. I aid them by automatically identifying and applying the correct regulatory frameworks, so they don't have to be a legal expert. Finally, the user sets their financial goals by defining their target price and desired profit margin. Great! Now that we've established the why, let's head to the lab to build the what. Welcome to the lab. Here, I've aided the user by generating a baseline formulation for a batch of 15 cookies, including all the ingredients and a step-by-step processing protocol from creaming and blending to final packaging. To provide an intuitive overview, I've also created an ingredient composition chart which updates in real time. Now, the user is free to experiment. We also have ingredient shelf which opens upon clicking any ingredient, and they can swap their desired ingredients. What if they decide to add more egg? Hold on. As a reactive partner, I need to flag this. That extra egg is a big change. We're losing about 30% of our crunchiness and heading into cake territory. What if the user's goal is to make the cookie vegan? They simply ask me. Great idea. Yeah, fantastic vegan alternative is a flax egg, but this will make the texture slightly denser. As your partner, I present the trade-offs on sensory profile, cost, and nutrition, and wait for your confirmation before proceeding. Once I get a yes, I create a new version, and the previous version gets logged automatically in your notebook. Perfect. Now let's head to the Substitutions tab. Here, the user can explore trade-offs visually with the Impact Simulator. It maps how their changes affect 5 key parameters: nutrition, cost, sensory profile, shelf life, and compliance. For instance, when the user tries to lower the cost, the compliance metric might turn red. I aid them by explaining why and guide them to adjust it. This empowers the user to make informed decisions by seeing the consequences of their choices instantly in Live Formulation Chart. In analytics, we predict the product's entire life cycle. A critical challenge for founders is that raw material quality changes in storage based on temperature and humidity. Here, a user can simulate these conditions, and I aid them by forecasting quality degradation throughout the shelf life, digitizing and enhancing a process that would otherwise require constant, expensive lab testing. We also provide a final product analysis, predicting how the manufactured cookie measures up against official thresholds for physical, chemical, and microbial throughout the shelf life. They can also change the usage location to see how their product performs when they're exporting it to other countries. In market intelligence, the user can see their product positioned against competitors. They can compare it against price, shelf life, and most selling. Also, can compare nutrition, sensory, and market profiling just with a single click. I aid them by generating an insight card that summarizes the data and provides a direct, actionable link back to the lab with a new version. In CX Insights, I proactively analyze consumer data to show peak consumption times and flavor preferences, saving the user a step. When the user is ready to manufacture under suppliers, I aid them by listing potential vendors and providing their certificate of quality. And before they even need to ask, I proactively check their inventory and confirm storage capacity for their manufacturing run. Finally, the notebook acts as the product's single source of truth where you can see the various recipes you've made for one product. Every experiment is tracked with a status from idea to ready for scale up. The user can control every parameter and also add teammates from sales or marketing who can then leave comments directly so the entire team stays aligned. That was a lot of yapping from my side, but enough talk. Go ahead, try the prototype which VK made. See you again. I got a call from Snack Force founder to make some masala chai cookies.